Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Reach out, touch what was once just in your imagination.
Hello and welcome to Guatemala. We are in the town of Antigua. This is a colonial town and, do you want a sombrero? Because I don't. But it's a colonial town, which basically means that it's a protected town. So if you look around, you'll see all the architecture and the stone flooring. They don't have any tarmac or anything like that. So a lot of the new buildings that have come in, or companies like McDonald's, they haven't actually been able to build their own buildings. They've had to adapt with what they've got. We've also arrived here randomly on the Festival of the Kites. And you can see around, we have massive kites. They've got one here that's 16 metres high, and it's going to get flown later on today. So we'll definitely be having a little look at how they're going to fly this thing. But in general, this place is so beautiful. It is really historic. It's also very touristic and it's quite safe. It's actually ranked one of the safest cities in Guatemala. So a lot of people come here to learn Spanish, a lot of tourism, people going up to explore the volcanoes, so do some really famous hikes. So it's only our first day, it's our first time here, but would definitely recommend even just looking at the place. So we're here at McDonald's, which might seem a bit odd to do a video here, but because Antigua is a World Heritage Site and it's protected by UNESCO, a lot of the original features here, for example the fountain behind me, had to be protected when McDonald's bought this site and decided to do it up. So here we have a fountain, and then behind there is the original kind of water fountain where people would come and actually wash their clothes. So there's loads of like history even within McDonald's. Up this street we've got things like Starbucks, Taco Bell, really modern kind of food places and going for coffee, but actually surrounded by so much history that just can't be demolished, which I think is really beautiful.
So one of the main reasons for having to be here in Guatemala is because Shona decided to take up on Spanish classes, and she'll be taking up 3 hours a day intensive Spanish learning, and I'm just dropping her off every day, making sure she's actually learning Spanish. We're hoping to get some footage about her learning Spanish, but here she is on her way up to Máximo Nivel, which is the Spanish course that she's overtaking.
Antigua, Guatemala, a city full of history, surrounded by mountains and rich with culture. For the past few weeks, Shona and I have been living here. Shona spends 3 hours a day learning Spanish in intensive classes, pushing herself to master the language. Watching her dedication reminds me that growth takes effort and commitment. But we're not just here to learn, we're preparing for something big. We're hiking Acatenango. Acatenango is more than just a hike. It's a test of endurance that takes you to a place where the ground feels alive. From the top, you can see Volcán de Fuego, volcano of fire, erupting with bursts of fire and smoke, a reminder of nature's power. As the day of the hike gets closer, our excitement grows. We know it's not just about physical strength. We need the mental toughness to keep going when the wind is cold and the path is steep. There will be moments when we will want to stop, but we'll look at each other and remember why we're doing this. We came here for the challenge, for the experience. We've made it to the top now, feeling a mix of exhaustion and triumph. Soon, we'll set off for our next adventure. This is our story, about pushing limits, supporting each other, and taking down the mountains together.